Hello children, good morning. Welcome to Mahila Samaja online classes. This is continuation class of session number 2, Agriculture. Children, in the previous class we have studied about various stages of agriculture and from where we get the food. Farm laborers, small scale farmers and large scale farmers. In today's class, we are going to learn about types of agricultural land, drip irrigation, spray irrigation, uses of drip irrigation, uses of spray irrigation, types of cultivation to grow crops, methods of cultivation, preserving grains. Let us discuss one by one in detail. Children, first one is types of agricultural land. We know that the farmers do that agriculture in their agricultural land. Agricultural land has been classified into two categories. First one is rain-fed agricultural land. Second one is irrigated agricultural land. So, now we will learn about two categories of agricultural land. Rain-fed agricultural land is corresponds to first picture. Irrigated agricultural land is corresponds to second picture. Irrigated agricultural land is more green and wet compared to the rain-fed agricultural land. Let us discuss one by one in detail. Children, first one is rain-fed agricultural land. Agricultural land which falls under less rainfall areas is called as rain-fed agricultural land. Once again I will repeat. Agricultural land which falls under less rainfall areas is called as rain-fed agricultural land. Crops which requires less water and are suitable for that soil are grown there. Okay. So, areas of land which depend on rainfall for their water purpose and do not have any supplementary irrigation or the agricultural regions which fall under rain-fed agricultural land regions. Okay. Because they depend on entirely rainfall. The crops which can be grown there require less water and also check if the soil is suitable for that particular crop. Understood? A rain-fed cultivation is called as khushki or dry land cultivation. Crops that are grown in rain-fed areas such as cotton, maize, soya. These are all the examples of rain-fed agricultural crops. See, observe the image below given. This is a rain-fed agricultural land. It is totally depend on rainfall. Okay. Children, second one is irrigated agricultural land. So, we know that water is essential for the growth of plants, right? Apart from rainwater is supplied to the crops from ponds, canals, wells and bore wells. Cultivating the land using water from any of these sources is called as irrigated agricultural land. Once again I will repeat. Cultivating the land using water from any of these sources is called as irrigated agricultural land. These crops are grown depending upon the soil quality of the irrigated land. Example, sugarcane, paddy, cotton, etc. See children, water is an important wealth for farmers. Cultivation of crops is impossible without water. Rain is the main source of water. We do not get rain all the time, right? Only we get rain from rainy season. So water is stored in the different source and utilize it to cultivate the land. Observe the below given pictures. Similarly, like your homes, houses, water is stored in filtered, in tanks and different vessels. Water is stored in the different sources for agricultural purpose. This is done during the time we get rain, correct? So, whenever there is rainfall, instead of just letting it go to waste the water, we can store and then we can use this water to cultivate the land. So, this is known as cultivation of land. Understood, children? Observe the below given pictures to understand the irrigated agricultural land. Children, water is available for agricultural land from ponds, canals, wells and bore wells. They are called as sources of irrigation. Farmers who have sources of water follow some typical or distinct irrigation methods to avoid wastage of water. They are drip irrigation and spray or sprinkles irrigation. Now let us discuss drip irrigation. Look at the pictures. Water is supplied to the crops drop by drop. It is called as drip irrigation. In drip irrigation, water is sufficiently supplied to the roots and roots does not get dry. Drip irrigation is used to grow crops like banana, cauliflower, cucumber and sugarcane. This is about the information about drip irrigation. Children, second one is spray or sprinkles irrigation. Spray irrigation, water is sprayed over the crops uniformly as in rainfall. Spray irrigation sprinkles is providing water to a large areas. Spray irrigation crops are sunflower, chili, maize and onion. In spray irrigation, water is sprayed over the crops uniformly as in rainfall. See, observe the below given images to understand spray irrigation method. Children, let us discuss the uses of drip irrigation. Higher quality of yields in the drip irrigation method. Second one is water savings, no evaporation of water, no run of water and no waste of water while using the drip irrigation method. Complete land utilization, drip irrigates uniformly in any type of land. Once again I will repeat. Complete land utilization, drip irrigates uniformly in any type of land. Next is uses of spray irrigation. It is suitable for most type of soil. Almost it is used for different types of soil. It is suitable for when the plant population per unit area is very high. Third point, easily implementation and operations. We can use different types of operation methods for using the spray irrigation method. Okay. Children, you have learnt about the types of agricultural land, whether it is a rain-fed agricultural land or irrigated agricultural land. Now let us discuss about the types of cultivation to grow crops. They are organic farming and chemical farming. Now let us discuss one by one. Organic farming. Natural substances are used in organic farming. Manure or organic compost is used for agricultural land. Vermicompost is used to increase the fertility of the soil. Green leaves or dry leaves is also used in this method of cultivation. Organic farming helps to maintain the soil fertility for long period and more economic. This is about organic farming. Observe the below given images. This is the natural substances used in organic farming. Okay. Next one is chemical farming. Artificial substances are used in chemical farming. Chemical fertilizers are used. Pesticides are used to grow the crops. This farming is less economical and can spoil the quality of soil. Observe the below given picture. This is related to chemical farming. Okay. Children, in agriculture, many methods are being followed to grow crops. For example, some of the methods of cultivation are given here. Read and understand properly. See, first one is intensive farming. Growing 2 to 3 crops on the same land in a year. For example, jowar, paddy, ragi, sunflower, cotton, etc. See, observe the images. Next is a mixed farming. In addition to cultivation of crops, cattle rearing, poultry, sericulture and apiculture are also done. Observe the below given images. See, first one is cattle rearing, second one is poultry, next one is fishery, next is sericulture, at last is apiculture. These are also done in the mixed farming. Okay. Children, next is plantation farming. Fruits, vegetables, coffee, tea or flowers are grown instead of food crops on the agricultural lands. Next is preserving grains. Storing and preserving the grains after the harvest of the crop is also very important. Observe these pictures. Some of the methods of storing and preserving the grains have been shown. Food grains products are being grown on large scale. Granaries have been constructed to store and preserve the food grains. Farmers can preserve their food grains in the government granaries in a little expense. Farmers can sell food products when the price is very high. See, observe the below given granaries to store the food products. Okay. Children, by this we can understood that agriculture and farmers are like two wheels of cart. Agriculture is the main occupation of our country. People who lead life following the profession of agriculture are the real food providers, annadatas. If the cultivator harvests, the whole world rejoices. If the cultivator fails to harvest, the whole world sobs. This line highlights the importance of farmers. Let us salute the farmers, the food providers. By this, we have completed this chapter. Note down the home assignment, children. Answer the following questions. First question, define rain-fed agricultural land with example. Second question, list out the examples for drip irrigated crops. Third question, differentiate between intensive farming and mixed farming. Thank you, children. Take care. Bye bye.